the prosecutors of Santa Barbara came into a Santa Maria courthouse accusing Michael Jackson of molesting that stupid little boy that had brain cancer, Gavin Arvizo, who was dumb enough to let his mother coach him into lying, telling such horrible lies that he was caught in his own perjury on the witness stand. When did you last get that magazine from Michael? Oh, yeah. Oh, he gave it to me in the bedroom. Yeah. Oh, right. What's the date on the magazine? When did you last say you were at Neverland? Oh, I was last there in December or January. Oh, really? What's the date on the magazine? Oh, October. Duh. So the magazine hadn't even been published until more than 6 months after the boy admitted he had last been at Neverland. So either he's lying about getting the magazine or he's lying about everything. He's lying about everything. Because the magazine could not have been given to him in the bed as he testified 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times until finally, I think, I don't know, was it Judge Melville? Or somebody said, asked and answered. We've answered this question. Defense attorney Mesereau was simply nailing that coffin down really hard. So later he could not say, oh no, I misspoke. I meant to say this or that. He asked him over and over and over, different words a little bit, but the same question. Those prosecutors came in with a crock full of camel dung to prosecute Michael Jackson. It was total bull. Tom Sneddon, Ron Zonen, Gordy Auchincloss, Meg Nicola, all those DAs should, in my opinion, be sitting in jail. They should have been indicted for falsifying evidence, not just the phone evidence, but the fingerprints evidence. So how did Michael's fingerprint and the boy's fingerprint get on that barely legal magazine? It got on at the grand jury, the one that was controlled by the prosecutor, Tom Sneddon. And by the way, that wasn't the first grand jury. Sneddon had tried to get other grand juries to indict on this crock full of camel dung evidence, because that's all it was, it's camel dung. And Sneddon should have been made to sit there and eat every page of that crap he brought in. He should have been, Judge Melville should have said, Mr. Sneddon, you sit down there at the prosecutor's table and I want you to eat every piece of evidence because it's crap. Undigested crap. So you eat it and then it'll get digested. You're supposed to laugh now. Ha-ha. Yeah, we allow terrible things. So how do you stop it? How do you stop it? Oh, I'm going to read you my affidavit about the Meropolis case. These little boys, this little girl, Rachel and Joseph, they never are going to get justice. They're never going to get justice. They were murdered. Their uncle was murdered with a headshot. Oh, and by the way, whoever threw the rat caught in the trap on my lawn, you're going to have to do a horse head. If you want to scare me and you're going to go do that thing like they did in the movie, where was it? What was it? The first, what was that movie called? The Godfather. Thank you very much. Remember The Godfather? They want to shake this guy up. They put our dead horse's head on the bed. That's what you're going to have to do. Throwing a dead rat, and by the way, you left your fingerprints on it. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Jeez. You left your fingerprints on the rat trap. Yeah. So you caught a rat, you threw it on my lawn, I'm supposed to be scared. Ooh, I'm so scared. Ooh, a dead rat in a trap on my front lawn. Ooh. It's pathetic. You know, you're talking to a guy that did a day and a half in an underground dungeon captured by the North Vietnamese Communist Regiment as they tortured people in front of me. And you think a dead rat on my lawn is going to shake me up. No, I suggest you go get one of your sheriff's horses and you chop off your own sheriff's horse and you just put that sheriff's horse's head on my bed. Then I'll be upset and I'll charge you for the sheets because I'll have to get all new bedding. Jeez. Pathetic. Pathetic. You think? I'm going to talk about the Meropolis case. I'm going to talk about Dan Raymer. Remember Dan the Man? It's on my YouTube clip, Dan the Man. I'm going to talk about these